Welcome. I'm Martin Garner, a reference librarian at the Dayton Memorial Library of Regis University. In this series of videos, I'm going to give you some tips about our library services and research tools that will make your life easier. Let's start with the services that are available on the library's website. Strangely enough, we've grouped them under a heading called Services. First, I want to talk about the services that are available for distance learners. We click on that link. It's going to bring up some information for those folks who live more than 10 miles from the Lowell campus. If you live more than 10 miles from campus, you can have some special services like having materials that we own in our library mailed to your home or sent to you electronically. So please take a minute to look at these services if it applies to you. Now let's go back to the main page and talk about some of the things that apply to everybody. In order to get materials from other libraries, and we often have to borrow things from other places, you need an interlibrary loan account, and you can get to that through the Request Books, Articles, etc. link. We click on that, you'll see some of the options for getting materials from other libraries and the ability to log into our interlibrary loan system. You will need an account to use the system, so let's go in there and set it up. When you click on the link, you'll be asked to put in your RegisNet account information. And because I already have an account, it takes me right into the main system. Let me show you the user information page that you'll be asked to fill out. Every field that has a red star, you'll need to fill in, and please make sure you use your Regis email account so that we can contact you if we have questions or when we can let you know that materials are available to pick up. I'm going to go back to the main menu here and talk about how this works. You make your requests using the different options available over here. Say if we were to request an article, we would click on that, and we'd fill in all the information here. There's actually a way that this gets filled in for you when we're using some of our research resources, and I'll show you that in another video. But for now, you would fill this out, click on Submit Request, and that would take you back to the main menu, and you would have a pending request. If you need to look at something that's actually been sent from another library, we'd go over here to where it says View Electronically Received Articles. If I click on that, you'll see that I have a couple articles that I've requested earlier in the week. All I have to do to see them is click on View, and that would get me the article. So that's a brief overview of how this system works. Keep in mind that you can use this to request anything, but we'll use this mostly for articles. A lot of times, books and other items will come through another system, and we're going to look at that next. This is something called Prospector. It's also available under that link for Request Books, Articles, etc. Prospector is a group catalog for more than 20 libraries in Colorado and Wyoming. It's a group project of a number of academic and public libraries that share our resources. So I'm going to do a search for conflict resolution. Keep in mind that since you're searching over 18 million items, your search might be a little slow. As you can see, we found over 1,400 items with just that one search. If you find something that you're interested in, just click on the title. We can click on the link to see what library owns it. And this is something that we don't have at Regis, but we can borrow it from this other library. All I do is click on Request this item. At this next screen, I use the drop-down menu to pick Regis University from the list of institutions. Click on Submit, and then here, I type in my name and my ID number, and then I choose a pickup location. You can send items from Prospector to any of the Regis campus locations along the Front Range. Keep in mind that if you want to have it sent to your home address if you're a distance learner, you'll need to use our interlibrary loan system. I'll select the Regis Lowell campus, click on Submit, and that's it. I've made my request. It'll be delivered to the Lowell campus, and I will get an email from the library telling me when it's available for pickup. So that's a quick overview of how Prospector works. Last thing I want to mention under the Services section are the course reserves. Course reserves are readings that you have to do for a class in addition to any textbooks. Sometimes they're available at the library, but most of the time they'll be available on our electronic course reserve system, or eReserves. If I click on Search eReserves, it gives me a screen where I can search by my class. Search for MAPC 601, and I get a list of the courses that are available for this number. I find my instructor, click on the link for the course reserves page, and here I have to put in a password. The password should be given to you by your instructor. You can also get it from the library if they don't give it to you. Once you put in your password, you'll come to the course page and you'll see the documents that are available. Sometimes they're Word documents or PDF files that you can download right away. Other times it'll be links to articles, and you can follow those links to read the articles in one of our article resources. So just remember, if you have questions about course reserves, you can always ask us. How do you do that? If you go back to the library's main page, there's an Ask Us button over on the left side here. Click on that. You'll find the hours of the reference desk. You'll find our phone number near the bottom. You can send us an email, or you can chat with us. We have 24/7 chat reference service that's available. It's a partnership of Regis with other Jesuit universities across the United States. So sometimes you'll get a Regis librarian, and other times you'll talk to a librarian from another school. Either way, they should be able to help you with the information you need. To recap, we've looked at services for distance learners, setting up your interlibrary loan account, getting resources through Prospector, and finding course reserves. Next time, we'll look at resources for research. See you then.